Hello everyone, welcome to the ethical hacking session. So today we are going to learn about one of the powerful real world vulnerability exploitation. So which is nothing but eternal blue, which is eternal blue vulnerability. Okay, so what is this eternal blue vulnerability? So suppose imagine you are sitting in your office and everything looks normal, but in the background someone just entered your system without even touching it. Okay, yeah, this could happen. So that is because of eternal blue vulnerability. So eternal blue vulnerability is like a critical vulnerability in Windows system that allows an attacker to gain access remotely without even knowing any password. Okay, and all this happen because of unpatched software running in their systems. Okay, so now we'll see it more practically. Okay, all this will happen in a controlled lab environment only. Okay, so this is our control lab environment. So this demonstration is purely for educational purposes only. So our goal is not to attack but to understand and defend the systems. Okay, so yeah, let's move with the practical. So as a part of hacking process, the first step is to gather information about the target. So for that I'm going to run nmap scan, so which is nmap minus sn. Then first I'll check my IP address. So if config is an command to check the IP address of my local machine, okay, which is Kali Linux machine. Here we can see like this is the IP address of my attacker machine. Okay, so then I'll run the nmap scan. Nmap minus sn, then IP address. What I'll do here is I want to gather information like IP addresses which are present in my network. So for that I am putting SN, okay, and 0/24, which will try to gather all the IPs which are active in my network. Okay, so here we came to know that 5 systems are active in our network, the same network which I was connected. So here I want to check the system which is having vulnerability. Okay, so here we got 5 hosts are active. So in that we have to uh, gather more information about that particular target. So that for that we have to run the port scan. Here I identified this host is having eternal blue vulnerability, but just identifying or just knowing that it is having is not enough in performing exploitation. For that we have to confirm with various other scans also. So to confirm that, first I need to check whether that particular port is open or not. This vulnerability exists because of the service which is running in that particular target mission, which is smb service. Okay, smb service, which is server message block. Okay, use it to share files. Okay, so nmap minus p, which runs on port 445, then IP address. Okay, I have to check whether that port is open or not. Okay, so here we can see that port is open. Okay, I need to check whether what version it is running. Okay, for that I'll use minus s capital V. Okay, here we can see that this particular port is open and the operating system is between Windows 7 and Windows 10. Okay, then I have to run nmap script vulnerability scripting scan to confirm whether vulnerability exists, eternal blue vulnerability exists or not. So for that I have to that filter out that SMB related scans are available or not in nmap scripts. ls minus la. So where that location, USR share, okay, USR share and map and scripts, okay. Then I have to filter like what related SMB scripts, vulnerability scripts. So SMB. So here we can see like various other scripts are available to find out vulnerability exist in that target. So here eternal blue is also called as MS17010 vulnerability. Okay. So I will run this script against my target and confirm whether that particular vulnerability exists or not. Okay. And map to run the script minus minus script, then script name, then target mission 192 dot, okay. Here we can see the target IP 130, okay. Enter. Yes, we got the script results. Okay, we got the results. So here we can see the host script results, which is SMB Valan MS17010. The state is vulnerable, like which is the vulnerability, the loophole or the weakness exists in the target mission and it can be exploited by the attacker. So which is remote code execution vulnerability in Microsoft SMB version 1 servers. Okay, state is vulnerable and this is the CVID and we can see that risk factor is high. Okay, so then critical remote code execution vulnerability exists. So now we came to know that that particular eternal blue vulnerability or MS17010 vulnerability is confirmed in the target mission. Now we'll move to exploitation. So for that we have to launch our MSF console, which is Metasploitable framework. It will take some time. Now we can see Metasploitable framework is launched. Now what we have to do? We have a target mission and we confirmed that this particular target mission is vulnerable to eternal blue vulnerability. So which is the code with MS17010. So here we'll search for that exploit. Search MS17010. Okay. So we got the lot of exploit. Okay, we have to see the rank and we have to see the description also. So how to use this exploit? Here we can see the first exploit with average rank. So we can use that, use 0. So to use that exploit you have to give use 0. Okay, that module will be loaded. Okay, that exploit module will be loaded. So now we have to give show options. Okay, I don't know how to exploit this, then I have to check what all the things I need to configure. So here we can see the options we have to configure. Here we have to check required option. So it is asking for our hosts. Our host is nothing but remote host, which is target host. Okay, we have to specify the target host. So which we scanned earlier now, this one, this is the target host address. So how to specify that? Set our hosts, okay, our hosts IP address, okay, target IP, then set. Then we have to check whether it is configured or not. Okay, so here we can see our host is configured. Earlier it was not configured. After giving set our host option command, then it is configured. Now what's our thing? We have to launch the exploit. Okay, exploit, enter. Now we can see that after launching an attack, like launching an exploit, it got exploited and the specially crafted payload is sent to the target mission, and we got the system access. Here we can see win. So okay, what is this metapreter? We got the specialized access, like advanced access to the target mission. Okay, how we came to know that? Like, what is the system we hacked? Then sys info. Okay, here we can see Windows PC and Windows 7. Okay, I want to see like what that system condition is right now, like what they opened. Then I'll use screen share. So here we can see this is the live screen of that particular target mission. Okay, so with this eternal blue vulnerability, we can exploit the target mission by executing a payload. Okay, so we did all this for educational purposes only, and this is done in a controlled lab environment. So yeah, thank you for today.